Hey boys, I'm Zal. Welcome back to my channel. Going to be dropping some serious knowledge for you today, but before we start, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, go hit that button, give me a like. It does really help me out. Anyway, let's get on to the video. As all of you know, I am living in Bali currently. I quit my job a few months ago to work here. Last night, Luke Belmar held a private event for entrepreneurs, and I'm not here to gatekeep or hide secrets from you guys, so I'm about to share with you a few of the things I learned. So as you know, or if you don't know, Luke Belmar is a super successful entrepreneur. He has a crazy net worth. He's networked with some of the most important people on the planet. And last night I was able to speak with him one-on-one, and I was also able to just hear some of the knowledge he was dropping. So one of the first things he was talking about was social media. And one of the biggest tips he was giving us was stop posting for subscribers. So if you're making content and all you're thinking about is how can I get more popular, how can I gain as many subs as I can, you're not being true to your audience and you're just looking for clicks and likes, and in the long run this is actually not going to help you. And he explained about just post content that you think provides value for people and that you find engaging and interesting. And on a long enough time span, if you keep true to yourself and are not posting just for merely subscribers or followers or whatever it is, it's going to greatly benefit you. So he was touching heaps on that, and I feel like sometimes I get caught a little bit in that trap, just looking for likes and shit, but he recommended against that. He said don't post for subscribers, post good content that you find good and you can offer value for other people. The next thing he talked about, and probably the biggest takeaway I took from the entire event, was authenticity. Now, it may sound simple or you may not have thought about it before. I know I haven't, but he said being authentic to yourself and your following is the number one strategy to finding success in whatever you're doing. So the way I took it was, literally just being yourself. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try to do anything crazy. Stick true to yourself. And if you have the mindset where you know that you're meant for more, you know that you have a special feeling where what everyone does, just the basic norms, doesn't sit right with you, and you're meant to be more and do more, stay authentic. Post your own content, share values that you believe in. Don't change for anyone. So my channel is all about fitness, as you know, and sometimes what I get caught up in, and I feel like this is a good example for you guys who might be doing the same, is I see the fitness industry and I see the most popular guys killing it, and I watch their videos and I'm like, if they're at the top of the game, why shouldn't I just post their content? Copy their layout, copy their shit, how they film, how they edit their music. And at the end of the day, they've built their audience to how authentic they've been, and their audience is interested in them because they're just themselves. So stop trying to copy these other influencers, other people in your niche. If you are super interested, just do what you know to be right. You guys are knowledgeable enough, and if you actually want to make something of yourselves and be really confident or be a big figure in your niche, be authentic. And it's simple, but it was my biggest takeaway. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Of course you got to take that with some grain of salt. Obviously you have to be posting videos that people are interested in, so that's where you can get ideas from, but make it your own. Don't spin it off as someone else's video. Make it your own video, be authentic. It's such a simple thing, but it just related so much with me, and hopefully it does with you. And the final thing I wanted to talk about, and one I'm actually really pleased he was talking about, was Luke actually put a real emphasis on partnerships and collabs. So I'm lucky enough that I moved to Bali with my brother, my best mate. So we get to collab every day, but he told stories and put a real emphasis on how much more work you can get done, or how much better off you're going to be by forming strong partnerships, by collabing, by just working with people with similar interests as you. So obviously take this, how you will, but if you're working with someone with a similar mindset of you, you're going to elevate your knowledge and elevate your productivity by so much you probably can't even comprehend. It's so good to bounce ideas off with someone who, you know, is similar to you and has similar interests to you. And if you guys are people who keep to yourselves, you know, like I am, you have to start, you know, changing and motivating yourself to start reaching out, you know, start meeting people, start actually giving a real effort to, you know, make these partnerships with people, because you're going to go so much further. And he talked about it so much. You can see him with his brothers, how he's done it. You know, there's so much evidence out there. If you're not doing it, you have to really start giving it a crack. So those were my 3 biggest takeaways. Stop posting for subs, be authentic, and look for partnerships wherever you can. Hopefully you can find some value out of them. I just wanted to finish off with, you know, an experiment he told us about. I can't exactly remember what he was saying, but they could test your brain's reaction to words in a box. So there was some aluminium box with no radio waves or anything else. So your brain was connected to this box. And he said the word authentic was 5,000 times stronger than the word love. So your brain reacted to, you know, being authentic, or the word authentic, you know, the deep meaning behind it, more than love, which is, you know, absolutely crazy. So if you're struggling with whatever you're doing, it could be how you interact with people, you know, your goals or your objectives, you know, something you're striving towards, cut everything away and start being authentic to yourself. But I think this video is a bit too long. I'm gonna cut it here. If you're still watching, thanks so much. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe and go check out my socials. I post heaps on my Instagram and TikTok. I'll put that in the description. But anyway, thank you, and I will see you in the next video.